Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is Choose Peace, Love, and Happiness. Thank you for joining me. My name is Debbie Walsh. I created this channel to help others with self-help healing tips and tricks and ideas and different beliefs that different individuals have as far as the healing journey is concerned, and to kind of bring it all together and share the information so that you can learn what you can do for yourself to heal, right? And to not put our healing outside of ourselves and putting it on others. There's steps that we can take for ourselves to heal. So that's the purpose. And I've been going through Dr. Wayne Dyer's 10 Secrets for Inner Peace and Success. And we're up to the 8th secret. So the 8th secret is treat yourself as if you already are what you'd like to be. So this one is manifest your intentions. As you place more and more of your energy on what you intend to manifest, you'll start seeing those intentions materializing. This is an example of the synchronicity of the universe working with you and your highly energized thoughts. That is the truth. There is an energy in the universe that manifests things, right? And we can manifest in our lives. And a lot of us are manifesting and we don't even know that what we're doing is manifesting things in our lives, right? And when we look for, or what will present to us, are synchronicities in life. And when you're aware and you've done some of this work, you'll start seeing synchronicities in your life, right? And how we can manifest what we believe. So we want to believe that we're healed, right? And we want to believe that we're whole and believe that we're healthy, right? That's how we'd like to be, healed, whole, and healthy. And we can also request and put out our wishes to the divine, right? That we're healed, whole, and healthy, and that things that are going to help us heal are going to be brought towards us and to us so that we can take the next step to healing. And that happens as well, which is beautiful. Okay, so now the next one is act as if in all your relationships. In your interactions with your lovers, co-workers, and family members, act as if what you'd like to materialize in these relationships is already there. It's the same thing, right? It's a manifestation, but acting as if is very powerful. I've done that a lot myself, where you act as if you already have things. You act as if you're already healed. You act as if you have the relationship that you want. You act as if you have the job that you want. All these things are putting your intentions in a place that you want to be in, not where you don't want. And we do that a lot, and we don't realize that we do it, that we put a lot of our thoughts and energy into what we don't want. And then we're surprised when we get things that we don't want. So when we put our efforts and our energy and act as if we have what we're seeking, it's easier for it to come to us in the realm of manifestation in the universe, right? That's like kind of how it works. So here's the next one. Accept your birthright. Know that success and inner peace are your birthright, and that you are a child of God, and as such, that you're entitled to a life filled with joy, love, and happiness. Everybody's entitled to that, right? Accept your birthright. We are all born divine. We're all born, my belief, from a divine spark of love, and everyone is equal. But we're all, we all have a birthright for peace and for love and for happiness and for goodness for everybody. There is no limitations, and the divine and the universe does not put limitations on certain people, certain groups of people, certain sex of people. It does not work like that. Man does that, I believe. It's the human ego and man that does a lot of these things with that erroneous belief. But when you believe that we all have a birthright to be happy, to be joyous, to have peace, to have all the good things in life that we wish or that we desire is there for all of us, right? And there's no difference between us. It's something that's there for everyone. And when you believe that, you'll see it out in the universe and out in your daily interactions. And then you'll start to experience it as well. It's like a conditioning, or like deconditioning how we humans think, and kind of elevate the thought process to one of love and energy, right? Divine energy. And that's kind of the shift that happens and that takes place for our good, for our healing. Okay, so this one is see yourself the way you'd like to be. The more you see yourself as what you'd like to become and act as if what you want is already there, the more you'll activate those dormant forces that will collaborate to transform your dream into reality. See, there it is right there, right? Act as if and believe, right? And there are forces in the universe that will collaborate with you to help you transform your experience. If we're open to it, right? And we recognize it, and we're open to receive the love and the guidance that are available to us, right? All right, so this is the last one for the 8th secret. Become inspired. To make your dreams come true, you must go to the unseen world, the world of spirit, of inspiration. It is this world that will guide you to anything you'd like to have in your life. 1000%. 1000%. There is a divine force that created all of us, right? Divine force, effort, energy, whatever, intelligence, whatever you want to call it. And we're all connected to that. So when we have faith and believe in that force, and we take steps, we act as if, right? And we believe, the universe will conspire with us to manifest what it is that we are seeking and what we're believing, right? And I've had so many experiences of that. It's just, I should write a book on it because it's really amazing. And I can give you an example right now. I'll give you a quick personal example. My mom passed away a 1.5 years ago. And, we had made a code between us of how we would show each other, whoever passed first, that we were okay on the other side. So the code that I with my mom, she was transitioning, and I told her the symbol that would be our code. And, because I was challenging it, because she wasn't, conscious. She was in the transitioning process. She was still alive, but not conscious. And when I gave her the symbol has been appearing regularly. And the most recent example was, the symbol was Daisy. I didn't want it to be coins, feathers, all the red cardinal, all the typical things. I wanted it to be something specific. So I said Daisy. So the most recent example was, I went for a walk in the park, and I was having medical testing done, and I had been praying and praying about my concerns regarding the medical testing, praying to my mom. And I went for a walk in the park, and there were so many people that day in the park. I'm walking, and there's kids and adults and all running around. All of a sudden, I'm just walking along, minding my own business, and this little girl stops me. She comes up to me. She goes, "Hi." She goes, "What's your name?" And I said hi to her, and I told her my name. And I said, "What's your name?" And she goes, "Daisy." And she had a card, I guess, the kids in the school, she was with her grandmother, it said, "My name is," and it gave her name Daisy with her last name. But then she just looked at me, smiled, and she walked off. And I was like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's just so amazing, and it's so wonderful. And then I had one actually today where I was watching videos on YouTube, and I was just watching the most recent sketches on Saturday Night Live from the prior Saturday. I like to watch them after they're done because they always make me laugh. And I fell asleep when I was watching them. And I woke up, this morning, and they were still playing, but it wasn't the ones from Saturday that I started watching. It had gone back a year. And as soon as I woke up, the skit had the one, person there who turned around it was like a teaching scenario, classroom. She turned around, went up to the board, a blank board, and she wrote my mom's name. She wrote Mrs. and then our family's last name on the board. And I woke up right when she was doing that. I didn't hear anything before, anything after, I woke up right at that time. So I share these things because they make me so happy, and it's some of what this work involves. But also it's to give encouragement to others, right? That we can interact with the spirit realm, right? And we can interact with the divine and the intelligence of the universe, right? And we can work in collaboration, and they will give you signs. If you ask for a sign, you'll get the sign. I mean, without a doubt, 1000% you'll get the sign. I didn't specifically say, please show me my mom's name to show. I just happened to, they just do it, right? I just wake up and there she is turning and writing my mom's, Mrs. and then her last name right on the board. And it's a unique last name. It's not a common last name. And I woke up to like, oh my God. And it started my day off. I was like so happy, because it's confirmation, but also it's a great example for others as well, that we're not alone here. We're not alone. We can feel alone. We can feel isolated, especially if we're hurting and we've had, experiences that we're needing to heal from. It can feel very isolating and very alone. But please know that you're not alone, and you can pray to God, universe, angels, whatever you believe, divine intelligence, whatever you believe, for a sign, for whatever it is, and you'll get the sign. You'll get it. When you're ready, though, too. I can't say that you can force things. Like, I didn't force that. It just happened because I am in, like, the flow. I've healed a lot of things within myself. So I am in the flow. So a lot of these things, like, they pretty much happen to me on a regular basis. I think the people around me are like, oh, what is it now? Like, what other example do you have now? But I don't share it for that reason. I share it to give hope to others that you can connect and you can get actual proof in this existence, right? This 3D human experience, that we continue on. There's a bigger purpose, a bigger plan, and we're never alone. So I hope that reaches someone who needs to hear it today. Okay, wishing you peace, love, and happiness. Thank you for joining me on this video, and I look forward to seeing you on one of the next videos. Okay, if you need help, leave a comment down below. I can help you, as well as if you want to leave any criticisms, any thoughts or your experiences, your examples, because we all kind of have them at some point or another, which I'd love to hear. Okay, thank you. Thanks for joining me. See you on the next video. Bye.